Hello and welcome back. Yesterday we got a short glimpse of what the new update in Korea brings. We saw the Assassin rework, but not the Gladiator rework. However, today they posted the Gladiator Changes. No fancy animation for it, just in text form. So we are going to take a look at these changes right away, and later we cover some more info about the new Taba map and the pet feature, which includes the pet dungeon. The Gladiator has 13 changes to his abilities, and a couple more passive adjustments. The first one is Body Smash. It deals physical damage, and this damage gets reinforced with the enchantment level. The cooldown is a massive 0 seconds. The next one is the chain skill of Body Smash, Body Combo. It deals physical damage, and with a certain chance it reduces the cooldown of Wave of Exhaustion, Wave of Regeneration, Burst of Life, and Charge Stance by 20%. Skill number 3 is Cleave. It deals physical damage to a target within 17 meters, and then also binds and silences them for 2 seconds with a 12-second cooldown. Skill number 4 is the chain skill of Cleave called Force Cleave. It again deals physical damage to a target within 17 meters, and with a certain chance it reduces the movement and the attack speed of the target for 7 seconds. Skill number 5 is Leaping. You jump to a target within 15 meters, deal physical damage, reduce its physical defense by 1000 for 3 seconds, and also immobilize the enemy for 3 seconds. This immobilize does not disappear even if the target is attacked. This has only a short cooldown of 10 seconds. Skill number 6 is Strike of Destruction. It deals physical damage and knocks the enemy down. It also reduces the physical defense of the target by 500 for 12 seconds. All this on a 20-second cooldown. Skill number 7 is Charge. As it was before, it increases the movement and flight speed for 10 seconds. However, now it also grants a shield that blocks a bit of damage. This is only on a 30-second cooldown. Skill number 8 is Wall of Steel. The same as before, you parry the next 12 physical attacks. But now your magic resist is also increased by 1500. And all other defense attributes are increased by 200 for 20 seconds as well. This is on a 1-minute cooldown. Skill number 9 is Fury Absorption. It deals damage to enemies within 7 meters of you, heals you for 50% of the damage, and regenerates 100% of the damage as MP. I guess the Gladiator will never have mana problems ever again. Skill number 10 is Exhausting Wave. The same as before, it deals damage to enemies within 7 meters of you and absorbs 30% of this damage as HP. New to this is that it now also decreases the movement speed of enemies for 10 seconds. It also reduces the cooldown of a few abilities by 10%. One of them is the Strengthened Wings ability, which removes movement impairments on you. You can repeat this ability up to 3 times, so this remained the same as it was before. One difference is that it now only has a 1-minute cooldown instead of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Skill number 11 is the chain skill of Exhausting Wave, Revival Wave. Here basically nothing changes. It deals physical damage to enemies within 7 meters and knocks them to the ground. The only thing that changes here, the same as with the other 2 AoE skills we just covered, is that the damage increases with your enchantment level. Skill number 12 seems to be Shattering Wave. It deals physical damage to up to 18 enemies within 10 meters around you, and reduces their physical defense by 1000 for 30 seconds. And lastly, we have the Vampire Stamping skill. It seems to do the same as the Draining Blow. Deals damage to a fallen enemy and absorbs 100% of the damage as HP. And this is on a 30-second cooldown. On paper, these changes don't seem as impressive as the Assassin changes, But if you think about it, you won't be able to escape in Gladiator anymore. And with the lifesteal of Gladiator getting buffed in so many ways, and with such little cooldown, it will be difficult to really bring them down as a melee opponent. I wish they would have changed it up a bit more than that, but maybe that is exactly what Gladiators wanted. I do not know, since I don't really play Gladiator at the moment, so let me know your opinions. Let's talk about the new battlefield, Tabba. You can enter it once you reach level 65. Every day you can be there for 1 hour. This time can be extended with an hourglass item. This hourglass item can be obtained with a low chance by killing monsters in Tabba. You can run into people of the other faction and fight them. And in lawless zones, you can also fight people of your own faction. You can enter Tabba either solo or with one other person that is in your legion. The zones in Tabba are categorized in recommended Deva potential. If your potential is lower than the recommended number, you will deal less damage to monsters and you will receive more damage from them. Now, what is important in Tabba is the new resource Arcanium. You get Arcanium by killing monsters, completing quests, and by essence tapping the Arcanium ore in Tabba. This Arcanium can then be exchanged for a variety of rewards that recharges daily. But also keep in mind that the amount of Arcanium you have will reset daily, so make sure to spend the Arcanium before the daily reset. When you die in Tabba, you will also drop a portion of the Arcanium you have. This dropped Arcanium can then be picked up by other players, so be careful out there. Main content 1 in Tabba: Abnormal Phenomena and Field Missions. As you defeat monsters in each area of the Tabba field, an abnormal phenomenon will occur. When an abnormal phenomenon occurs, a system message will be put out and a mark will appear on the map. There you will receive a field mission. Main content 2 in Tabba: Permanent Content. As you hunt monsters in Tabba, you can obtain items that will help you progress further. When you kill certain field monsters, you have a chance of obtaining a golden tree sapling. This sapling can be used to grow a tree and earn rewards that way, or you can obtain the Fire of Tiamat with it, which can then be used to open treasure chests in Tabba. Monsters can also drop treasure maps that earn you nice rewards. Or lastly, you can also accept challenge quests from these Shugos. The details of what exactly the rewards are have not been shown yet. Main content 3 in Tabba: Prism Cores. Now, Prism Cores can be bought with Kina. All over Tabba you will find monsters that have an extra tag below their name: Rare Species. These monsters can be captured with the Prism Cores. For that, simply weaken the monster until a buff appears on them. This buff says something along the lines of, now is a good time to catch the monster. This will give you a sealed Prism Core into your inventory. You can now either activate it, which summons the monster for a certain amount of time and lets it fight alongside you, or you bring it to an altar, where you have a low chance of making the monster a permanent pet for you that can also be used outside of Tabba. Beyond the rare species monsters that can be found all over Tabba, you can also find one named monster in each zone that can be tamed. Monsters that are very familiar to all of us: Sapiel, Behemoth, Concierge, Alukina, and Mantutu. As for the lore of this zone, it is a bit hard to say anything in detail since everything is in Korean. Tiamat apparently saw her own death in the near future with Seal's relic, so she created this last bastion in the gaps of time. In this zone we can see the areas of Atreya that remained in Tiamat's memory. It doesn't really explain why Deltra's execution ground is there, but well, we will find out more over time. Also, if you're interested, we regularly talk about lore speculations in our Discord server. We talked about the pet feature in Tabba in the last video, but now we also know a bit about the new dungeon. You can enter it once per day as a 3-man group. The goal is to kill the enemy's monsters faster than your opponent can kill your group's monsters. The team that wins can advance through a portal where the rewards are. And that's about it for today. Don't forget, this patch goes live in Korea today, meaning you can already watch Korean streamers running around and experiencing all of these new reworks, dungeons and the new map. I also want to remind you that tomorrow will be the livestream of Aion 2. Hopefully we get amazing news there. I will cover it anyway, so even if you miss it, I will make sure to let you know everything that they talk about in a new video tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and see you then. Bye!